What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Cosmo, aka Harpie. Got back with some feedback, some news from um my games yesterday. So yesterday, as we all know, was the sneak peek, and we all entered the tournament. You know, we got a free OTS pack and all that stuff. So it was amazing. I managed to finish in top 16. Me and Brad, we finished top 16, and I came in seventh place with Harpies. And it was awesome. Like I wouldn't expect, because I know the matchups are kind of tough. You know, all these crazy meta decks out there. You know, sub guru control and all that. But I managed to like go go the distance with Harpies. And my matchups was cool. Like my first matchup was zombies. I had two old zombies. I ain't worried about Zombie World. Then my second matchup was with True Dracos, which was amazing. I went up against this regional player. Hat goes off to you, Boston. You're amazing, bro. You took me to the brink, but we managed to go to game three. Harpy's hunting ground, baby. I tell you, man, you got to run that card at three. Then I went against so I 3-2 that person. Then I went into ABCs, didn't do too good, but went to game three. But ABCs was kind of tough. I didn't have the right side deck. So I went into this matchup with no side deck, so that was crazy. But now I have a side deck, so I'll get into that later. But I went 2-3 against the ABC player. Then I went against a Sky Striker player, that was amazing. Like that, it managed to be Sky Strikers. The guy got too greedy. He went into double or nothing. He tried to go Utopia double. Then when he activated the effect, I Ghost Ogred it and brought out his third party next turn. Brought the girls out, swung. That was amazing. It was kind of salty, but he did an awesome job. But he got too greedy. So I beat Sky Strikers. Then I went against another True Draco, which was really annoying. And I lost to True Draco. But it was a 36-man tournament, and you finished in 7th place. That's pretty good. So, without further ado, I'm going to get to the deck profile. I want to tell you my tech choices. And who I met a Harpy player yesterday, and me and him was like conversing our history, our secrets about the deck, and he gave me some few good pointers. So, without further ado, let's show you guys Harpy's 3.5. So, first off, as we all know, I'm gonna get this real quick because we already know. I run 3 Chandlers. You have to run her at 3. She is like, probably the first most important one because she can bring on any Harpy by discarding the Harpy card. And you can combo her off with Harpy Spell Dragon into something, or you can combo her off with Harpy Perfumer, and then you can probably go into a link play or whatever. So XYZ. So you gotta run 3 copies of her. Next off, I run 3 copies of Perfumer. You have to run her at 3. She was the MVP yesterday for me. Being able to get Elegant Egotist when you need it, Harpy's Hunting Ground when you need it, Allure Mirror when you need it. She came up big. So if you don't know her effect, when she's normal or special, she can add Harpy Spell or Trap with Harpy Lace Scissors in its name. And if you have Harpy Lace Scissors out on the field, you can add 2 different cards to its name. So you can add Elegant and Harpy's Hunting Ground, or Allure Mirror, or Elegant. So it's whatever works for you. That's what you can search out. Harpy Fellow Storm. That card was the MVP yesterday, but I wish we can search her out. I wish it had Harpy Scissors in his name, but it doesn't. So you gotta run 3 copies of this. Next off, I run 3 copies of Queen. Being able to get to your hunting ground another way is awesome. So she's like a terraforming pretty much. Next off, I run 3 copies of Harpy Harpist. She's really important because she's sent to the graveyard. Doesn't matter how, by discarding, which is really good with Chandler. If you discard her off of Chandler, you can get her effector in the end phase. So her effect is when she's sent to the graveyard, she can add a level 4 Harpy monster with 14 attacks. So you can get anyone who you're looking for. If you need Perfumer for next turn, or Oracle, or Chandler, that's what she does. So you gotta run 3 copies of her. Very important. Don't worry about her first effect. You don't really need to do her first effect to bounce. That's not really needed. Next off, I run 2 copies of Harpie Lady 1. She's my elegant egotist target. She helps boost up your girls. And yeah, so you run 2 copies of her. Um, Next off, I run 1 copy of Harpie Oracle. Her effect is when she's normal and special, she can add from the graveyard a Harpie spell or trap with sisters in its name. So she's just like Perfumer, but it's when she gets it from the graveyard. So you can add back, if somebody popped your hunting ground, you can add it back, or you got elegant, you can add it back. So many ways you can recycle your cards. I do recommend running 1 because she's not good early game because you don't want to see her. You want to see her in in the late game because when you graveyard, got a whole bunch of shit inside. Next off, I run 1 copy of Dancer. Yesterday go up against all those true Draco players. It was crazy. Like they play so much back row, so many hurtful cards, and being able to have Dancer to like get the block party going. I think one guy tried to do crackdown on me, and it was funny. I just got my card back, and it was awesome. But like I said, I don't like back row, so yesterday was a prime example of why I played the cards I play. So you only want 1 copy of her because she's easy to search out now, and yeah, get the block party going, the block and pop party. Next off, the MVP of the deck was Harpie Lady Sisters. You want 1 copy of her. Like I always says, I don't like this card, but this card gets the job done. Being able to extend your elegant egotist targets and to extend your monsters plays that needs her to be in the field or whatever is awesome. And yeah, so another thing with Oracle, I forgot to say, if you have a level 5 or higher Harpie monster in the field, you can special summon her like that, so you can extend your link boards with her. But like I said, I play her, but you don't have to. But she was the MVP yesterday. Next off, I run 1 copy of Harpie's Pet Dragon. He's like my rank 7 targets. He's really good in this deck. I only run 1 copy. I never had. He never was a bad card in my hand. And he never really came up, but he came up one time, and I'll get into that later. But I run 1 copy of him. And same as last time, I rounded off with 2 Ash Blossoms, which was MVP yesterday. That rounds off my monsters. Now for my spells, we already know the best field spell in the game, Harpie's Hunting Ground. You got to run this card at 3. It's very, very, very important. Like, you don't want to run this card no more. You don't want to even less this card to 2. Like, it's not, I don't think it's optimal. Like, yeah, if you go up against a deck, like yesterday I went against ABCs, they didn't play back row, so it sucks that I forgot to bring my side deck, but I would have definitely sided these out, and put some evenly matches in there or something, but, that was the only deck that didn't play back row. Everything else played back row, and this card was amazing. People didn't even understand what it did, because every time I would pop a back row, they were like, how did you do that? This card. Every time I summon a Harpie, I pop something. So it was like amazing. Scotch record player wasn't, catching on to it. He just was like, how you just popping my multi-roll? It's awesome. This card is amazing. It's the best field spell in Harpies. In Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel like one of the top 10. It's the best field spell. It pops back row. It gets rid of those hurtful cards. Hey, give us Harpie Fella Duster. That's what I'm saying. Next off, I run 3 copies of Historic Sign. You have to run this card at 3. It's your searcher for elegant egotist, graveyard or deck. There's only 1-time activation on that. Then this card gets destroyed. You can add 3 different Harpie cards from your deck to your hand. So this is your Featherstorm target, so this is really important. I wish there was other targets for Featherstorm, but this is the main card that you want to get. You want someone to pop this. But we can pop it too, with our new Conductor card. So next off, I run. So now, this is where things start to get funny. So I run 2 copies of Alarm Mirror. I love this card. It's sexy. But talking with my other Harpie play yesterday, me and him was like fighting on it. I was telling him I love it at 3. He plays 1, but I said, okay, I can't go to 1 on this card. This card is too good. But he's telling me, no, he's all right there. You don't want to go to 1, play it at 2. And you'll see why I have to play it at 2. But like I said, I love this card. But me and him was fighting on it. He's a Harpie player, so I take, I take feedback, important from a Harpie play, because we're all Harpie brothers. We want to see this deck succeed over all this new shit. So, as we all know, what Lauren Mira do, when your Harpie will get destroyed by battle, you can special summon a Harpie from the deck, different from the one that got destroyed. And if someone pops this, or if a Harpie monster pop it with its effect, like hunting ground, you special summon a Harpie from the graveyard. So either way, like I said, it recurs. It gets either way, you have a Harpie come back. And this was the MVP of the deck, but I like it at 3, but me and him was fighting on it, so I played 2. Next off, I run 2 copies of Elegant Egotist. This card is amazing at 2. Being able to find a way to get to extend your Harpie plays, it's not even once per turn. And one guy was like, "Hey, this once per turn." Like, nope, let's keep bringing it back. Just summon the Harpie gang. Then you go into you go into Link plays, go into XYZ plays. It's amazing. So I run this card at 2. I like it at 2, and got so many ways. It's so funny. I had a combo where I had normal summon Perfumer, added this to my hand, and then what else did I did? So then when I added Elegant Egotist, I special summoned the Harpie's sisters, and then I had Oracle in my hand, so I special summoned Oracle, and then I managed to my Oracle special summon. I added this back to my hand because it had Harpie sisters in his name, and then I Elegant Egotist into Harpie Lady 1. So I just kept going off with combos. So it's just so amazing, man. I love this card. And I already had another one in my hand, so I had 5 monsters on board. Next off, I want 1 copy of Harpie Feather Rest. It's like the pot agree of the deck. All you need to do is play 1. Late game, this card shines, and during the late game, because you can manage to shuffle back in your Elegant Egotist targets, and you can just go off again. So if you shuffle back 3 Harpie monsters, you can draw 1 card. And if this is out on the field, you can draw 2 cards. So it's a nice little card, and it's sexy, so I love it. Next off, I run double Titty Twister. This card was awesome in the deck. Gave me more ways to pop back row, because everyone was gunning for my hunting ground yesterday when they finally figured it out. But this came up good against True Dracos, being able to get rid of their Erupt and all their crazy trap cards, and then getting rid of Zombie World and stuff like that. So this was really good. So 2 Titty Twisters. And to round off, I do want 1 copy of Double for Nothing. Shout outs to the guy in my last deck profile. He was telling me, "What do you think about Double or Nothing?" I was like, you know what? Everyone was telling me to run it. It's a really good card. You play rank 4s. It's good. And yeah, if you play rank 4s, I think this card is really good. All you need to do is play 1 because you can search it out. But yeah. That rounds off my spells. Onto my traps. I do play 3 copies of Featherstorm. This card is busted. It's the best field spell. It's the best hand trap in the game. Instead of just hitting 1 card, you can hit everything. And if you control a Harpie monster, you can just, boom. It's like an infinite imperience. But it's better because you don't have to, you don't have to control you can control cards or activate it in hand, but you have to have a Harpie monster. So it just negates everything. I mean everything. From hand, field, or grave. They're shut down for 1 turn. And that really helped me against the Sky Striker play, because it took him on game 1. And him not being able to do anything, and the next turn going for game was awesome. It just sucks because there was some times when I felt like I needed it. If I had against the ABC player, I know I would have won game 3 if I had a way to get another way to get this card out. But yeah, this card is mandatory at 3. Next off, I run 2 copies of Historic Pride. This card was amazing yesterday. When people saw this card, they was like, "What the fuck?" Yo, this was amazing. Being able to bring out all your girls and then watch your opponent's eyes that's wide open, and then going into XYZ plays, going into Link summon plays. It was amazing, and people was picking it up, looking at it. So yeah, this card is good. And I never found it to be a dead card in my hand, because your graveyard gets pretty packed with girls. So, and to round off, I do play 2 copies of Solemn Strike. This card, shout out to my Harpie player. He told me, bro, you gotta play this card. And this card came up good yesterday, being able to stop summonings. I mean, stop special summonings, and give me another way to negate monster effects was awesome. So that rounds off my deck. It's 41. You know me, I like 40, but I didn't see a problem, and it was cool. Onto my extra deck. I do run 2 copies of Harpie Conductor. Now I want to retract what I said. I said she was okay, but after playing with her in the tournament, she is amazing. So what she does is, if a Harpie monster was to be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can pop a card instead. So most of the time, like I said, if you have Historic Sign on board, you can pop Historic Sign. And at the end phase, you can search out for Featherstorm for next turn. You can pop this. You can special summon a Harpie from the graveyard, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and then you can just pop stuff that you don't need. Like you can pop this, and then you can chain it. So it's pretty good. I like this card at 2. She's amazing. Yeah, I mean you only probably want to go into her one time, but when you do go into her, she's good. And I had two what's her faces, lady ones on the field. I think she was like 26 or 25 attack. She was putting in work yesterday. She was definitely putting in work. Next off, I do run 1 copy of this girl. I pulled her yesterday in the sneak peek pack. So she's just like the fire wind charmer. She's good, really good if you're going against the mirror or you're going against another wind deck. So, you're going against some wargs. You can take this shit from the graveyard. So she's pretty cool. And then if she gets destroyed, she can help you search out for a wind monster, which is cool because I think she's better than Greyfly because I took that shit out. We don't need Greyfly. Next off, continuing on, I play 1 copy of Nightmare Phoenix. We already know what he does. 1 copy of Saryuja. We already know what this guy does. I never had to make him, but he's always good just to have for backup. And then I did play 1 copy of Abramax. He's, oh my god, I didn't get a chance to make him, but if I did he's so easy to make, but if I did make him, yeah, he kind of ends games. Next off, I do run 1 copy of Tornado Dragon. He came up clutch yesterday, popping back row. Chidori, he came up good yesterday. I love Lightning Chidori, old school. Next off, I run one copy of Sky Blaster. He did come up one time against the True Draco player. When I got rid of his Dynamite, which was really awesome because we don't like Dynamite. But I was thinking maybe playing. I might take him out and probably put in Exciton Knight. Exciton Knight. I feel like back row. Yesterday, seeing back row, man, I'm telling you, back row is not. I'm not a fan of back row. Next up, I run one copy of Harpie's Pet Phantasmal Dragon. On dogs, I really think that I need to play him at 2. I went against a mirror with the Harpie player for fun after the tournament, and being able to go into this was he couldn't do nothing. It was fun. It was fun. So I might bump him up to 2, but I really don't know what to take out because everything is so good, so good. I run 1 copy of Abyss Dweller. Graveyard effects. We don't like those. And then I do run the Solemn Brigade. I mean, not Solemn Brigade. They look like the Solemn Brigade. The Utopia combos. Utopia double. Came up clutch. That's how I won game 3 against True Dracos. Going into this guy, he was, pretty good. So I run this. This is my Utopia combos. Next off, and I run 1 copy of Harmonizer. Shout out to my Harpie player. And he took my big eye slot. I love my big eye, but he was telling me, dude, he said, come on, bro. Come on, get with the times. So Harmonizer is really good. You can OTK with Harmonizer. So she's a new card. So let's read her effect together to everybody. So this card attribute is also treated as each of its materials. So as y'all know, she's a light, but if you use her with Harpie Chandler, she become a wind attribute. And she can't be destroyed by battle with the same monster, same attribute. So if she was to go up against a wind monster, she won't be destroyed. So that's really good. And then the good thing is her quick effect is you can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, and attach it to this. So if your opponent has like a dark monster in the graveyard, you can equip it to this, and it can't be destroyed because it will have its attribute. So she's really good. I like her. She only costs 25 cents, so there you go. Now for my extra deck. So this was a deck, my extra deck I made yesterday, but I have forgot it. And if I felt like if I had my extra deck yesterday, I probably would have went undefeated. But I played 3 artifact Lanciers. I didn't go against any decks that banished. So yeah, I do run 2 copies of Protector Tops in the side. So I came up clutch. Ghost Ogre. He helped me win that game against Skies, playing 2 ogres. This is supposed to be my Tempest, the Dragon Ruler Tempest. I'm so glad we got him back, but I can't find him at the moment. So I just put in this guy. I felt like if I had him yesterday, being able to get rid of ABC Buster would have been perfect. But yeah, him. There you go. Put my third copy in the side. I tell you, I love this card at 3. I'm sorry, but now I see why. But I played the third copy in. Call by the Grave, awesome card. Being able to negate something and ban something is good. And blink them up for a turn, especially going against Blossom. I saw a lot of Blossom yesterday. But and 3 evening matches. I swear, if I had this card yesterday, I swear I would have did some damage yesterday. I'm so upset that I didn't bring my side deck, but it's all good though. It's all good. But yeah, that's my side. So yeah, man, Harpie 7th place yesterday. Woo woo. So I'm happy. So thank you guys for taking the time. Check out my deck profile. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to our channel for more Team Time Rider content. I do have a Musket deck profile on the way. I was gonna play them yesterday, but I'm glad that I played Harpies and managed to see what was going on. And I do have a Trap Tricks deck profile upcoming with with the new Link Monster, which is amazing. And Fortune Ladies and Witchcraft is coming up. So guys, stay cool here in the Boston area. It's like 100 degrees today, so go to the beach, go get laid or something, do something. So that's been Cosmo King, aka Harpie Guy, with a deck profile, signing out. Peace.